Hello everybody, thank you for inviting me to this really important rally today. Like many people in this country, I watched with concern the passionate demonstrations that are taking place in Iran just a few weeks ago. I have such admiration for those brave people who came out on the streets to protest, to call for justice and freedom, despite living in an oppressive regime which was guaranteed to take reprisals against anyone brave enough to speak out. So I wanted to be here to express my solidarity with those people coming out to protest in Iran, to demand democracy, to demand freedom, to demand change. Because I am working with my British Iranian constituents to call for change in Iran, to call for an end to the horrific abuses of human rights that country has had to put up with for far too long. I believe that Iran is a great country and its people deserve far better than the oppression and injustice that they face at the hands of their government. So that's why I'm here, to make my support for the protesters very clear. We need change in Iran. We need an end to the cruelty and inhumanity inflicted on its people by its government. And I'm very pleased to be here to give my support to you and the cause for which you are campaigning. Thank you.
Brothers and sisters, dear friends, thank you all for joining us here in this rally today. We have gathered here today to be the voice of millions of people in Iran who cry freedom, and to tell the UK government and the international community that the protests are not over. This is just the beginning of a new era and the beginning of the end of the Iranian regime. The people in Iran have shown the world that they don't want this regime. They demand their basic human rights, freedom, democracy, and equality. And they have paid the price for these demands with their own lives.
As we stand here today, over 8,000 arrested protesters in Iran languish and are tortured in prisons across the country. Many young prisoners have lost their lives under torture. Prisoners like Hossein Qaderi, 30 years old, Kianush Zandi, 26 years old, Mohsen Adeli, Mohammad Nasiri, and Arya Ruzbehi Babadi, who was killed mercilessly and thrown in the river. We salute these brave fallen heroes in the struggle for freedom and send our condolences to their families.